is just fantastic. I noticed of late I have been covering the idiot live streamer who looks a bit like Reggie from Bad Boys. The IRL streamer format, that is. We've been covering him, Jack Doherty. We get to insert another streamer into the mix now, though. Somebody else who's gotten themselves into legal troubles for being a nuisance in another country. A country I'm sure Johnny Somali, Reggie Light, B-Tech Reggie would like to visit and be banned from as well. You might also enjoy the fact that he's about the same height as everyone in that respective nation. The Philippines. The streamer in question is called Vitaly. I can't be asked to learn to pronounce his last name, but Legal Mindset had tweeted, "Arrested while we were live was just poetic." Big shout out to law enforcement in the Philippines for quickly dealing with this nuisance. Someone believes, because of the weak and corrupted justice system in the Philippines, he'll probably just get deported. Now what was the crime? Well, we'll get to that in a moment, don't worry. Riggs, Andre Holiday, had tweeted, "Kick streamer Vitaly reportedly arrested in Philippines for harassment of locals. He also took a ton of clothes and shoes to the biggest slums in the area and handed them out. Free Vitaly." This sounds to me like there may well be some support for this individual, who has a considerable following, by the way. Not even joking, he has a massive following. Included is a short clip. I'm going to play that here.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Accident.
Legal Mindset later tweeted the mugshot from his arrest today for his nuisance streaming related crimes. With his entire name, I'm not even going to be asked consider to learn to pronounce that name. You're welcome. At least you're not short. Underneath, Kevin Carsley had tweeted, "This guy has 10 million subscribers, and this is how he spends his time. He could have used his subscriber base to make any kind of content and pay the bills. But he chooses to speedrun going to a Philippine prison? Embarrassing." And he's smiling now from someone called John K-O-N. He's smiling now. Do you think he'll be smiling when he's thrown into a cell made for 30 people with 100 other inmates? Filipino prisons are some of the worst in the world. Good luck, Vitaly. Enjoy your stay, hopefully for years. I don't know which's worse, them or is it Malaysia or Madagascar? They have prisons where people roll over at certain times during the night, and they're basically back to back, or chest to back. Johnny So Smalley, see how we're tying this in, had tweeted, "Hey Vitaly, I love your new look. I'm not into the whole S&M thing, but you look great in handcuffs. You ain't smiling anymore, are you, you Russian F? My Filipino friends, don't make the mistake of just deporting Vitaly. Put him in prison instead."
Are you Mr. VitalyzdTv? Yes, I am. Good evening. Okay, this is your Miranda rights. Okay,
yes, sir.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in any court of law.
Sure.
Okay, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to counsel at your own choice. Okay. If you cannot afford the counsel, the government will be provided for you at any government expense. You understand, right?
Yes. My question is...
Underneath, this is the fate of Vitaly's accomplice who currently deleted his ex account. I get the feeling Vitaly travels with people. Another reply though of importance. It's extremely important to punish nuisance streamers or this will become a trend in coming years and something extremely bad will happen. Now this has become a growing problem for years. Japan especially have taken a brunt of this. We've seen a lot of the harassment they've experienced. We've seen countries like America where there's a certain level of balls to it, but let's face it, Americans have guns. They have a certain culture and attitude, and many of these streamers are typically American. Vitaly is not. So what makes Vitaly so different and what has Vitaly done? To that we're going to go to a couple of articles. After allegedly harassing Filipinos in Bonifacio Global City place, I can't pronounce these places, I'm sorry. Authorities on Wednesday arrested the Russian-American vlogger Vitaly, who is infamous for his pranks. He is facing 3 counts of unjust vexation in relation to the Cybercrime Prevention Act, 2 cases of theft, and 1 charge of attempted theft. He is currently being held at Camp Bagong Diwa in that place pending deportation. Well, I guess that answers that already, doesn't it? I should state, as far as I'm concerned, if you commit a crime in that country, while you, the nation, are well within your right to simply remove them from your country, perhaps provide some kind of ban as well, they are not going to stop doing this to other countries. I understand not wanting to put him within your system because additional strain on your already strained system. I fully understand that. But if he has committed the crimes you've stated, it would be right to punish him to the full extent of your law as an example for him and others that feel they are immune. Whether it's just a prank breh, or whether it's just a jerk breh, I don't care. If he is guilty of any of these crimes, then he should of course be punished. Deportation does not teach him a lesson, other than, by the way, little preferential treatment. You're someone else's problem now. When I was looking up Vitaly, I had discovered a YouTube video from 3 years ago where in 2020 he was arrested and charged with felony aggravated battery after, while being incredibly high on mushrooms, he had tackled a female to the ground, straddled her, punched her in the head, face and body without any provocation. This person had never met Vitaly before. Now, it was settled between the two of them, fair enough, but this guy has a history, a rather interesting one at that. Now, rather amusingly for him, because this doesn't help him in the slightest, with all those pranks he's done over the years on YouTube, hence the 10.2 million subscriber channel that he barely uses, because it's dead. In a more recent livestream, and this is where it doesn't help him, he was seen grabbing security guards' hats, attempting to seize the gun of another security guard, and threatening to rob a woman.
Sumunod na lang. Pasunurin na lang. Pasunurin na lang.
Oh, yes, yes. Are you going to get my bag?
Yes, we will put it here.
The BI commissioner was quoted as saying, "Harassment and disruptive behaviour have no place in our society. We will take swift action against offenders. If you deport him, you are not taking swift action, you are simply negating action." As in the one where responsibility is for Vitaly anyway. Didn't Vitaly have his girlfriend run onto a pitch once in a football match promoting his website or something once? Is this the same guy whose girlfriend did that with a swimsuit on with his name on it? It was a Spurs game, I think. If memory serves, it was. We have recently seen with the cases like Johnny Somali and Logan Paul as well, some countries are starting to stand up to this format of streamer. Those that go out there and do their pranks, or their IRL act like tosser stuff. The smegheadery that has a level above standard smegheads. We've seen more countries standing up to it. And they should. I'm somewhat surprised they're not in the UK more, because the police here won't do anything until after the crime is committed, and even then they might just say, "Oh, it's not what you said, but how you said it." That's a thing here, by the way, not a joke. Apparently everyone is married to the police officers and they're a nagging wife from the 80s. Yes, I made that joke and I don't care. There are many countries who are not as considered progressive as the nations that they come from. Russia, there's a bit of a swerve, I guess, with Italy. However, that does not change the fact that with all these actions being committed by these live streamers who are looking for that thrill, there is a clear and obvious mental health issue, yes, but there's no danger to the public where they are involving them in their content without consent. They're harming them because they're only interested in excess, and Vitaly has been arrested while under the influence of narcotics. He is clearly only interested in excess. I'm sure he has many fans and that's totally fine, but because of the complete lack of regulation by their own standards, the streamers that is, they're only ever going to seek more and more excess until they crash. Fam, even Slanesh doesn't want you. Grow up a little, it's not overly complicated. For someone who's 33 years old, you look older than that. I'm nearly 40, and I look nowhere near as worn out as you do. For all the success you've had, this is what you choose, and that is totally fine, because you're now the problem of the Philippine justice system. And I hope they hold you accountable. I really do. The charges in many nations are not to be sniffed at. On the screen you may have noticed the most recent upload to the Vitaly channel and the comments section not on your side. You are a problem. You have a problem. You have many problems. It is speculated not only you've been addict for far too long, addict to many things, narcotics is undoubtedly on the list, to that adrenaline hit when you commit one of these stupid little pranks is another. People also think of you as a problem because of your entitlement. You had such privilege with the platform, but now you can't get the views to justify what you had once before. You've had it all and you've thrown it away, and it is believed by many that YouTube and Kick are complicit in this, which is one of the nagging problems with Kick as a platform. YouTube, there's a chance accountability may well happen, but this happened on Kick, didn't it? Not YouTube. You barely use YouTube. On Kick, the problem is, you IRL streamers have poisoned the well for others who may want to go there because the slice of the action when it comes to getting paid is better. The view botting, not so much. I won't deny, this is the first time I've ever covered this individual before, and from the clips and the videos I've seen of them committing crimes and all their quaint little pranks that have terrified people, genuinely terrified people, I'm somewhat surprised that they've been alive for as long as they have. Natural selection comes for us all, does it not? But to get away with for as long as he has is a remarkable statement for just how tragic an individual he is. And when you have to go and harass people in the Philippines for views because you're not getting them anywhere else, this tells us where your level is. You plateaued early like a striker in a soccer game, or football for those who are cultured. You plateaued early and went through your steady decline and are so desperate for relevancy you would do this bullcrap instead. Maybe I should do a content constable on you. Anyway, with this subject, I'd love to know what you all think. Please do let me know in the comments down below. If I don't see you on Twitch later tonight for a game I've yet to decide which one, I hope you have a wonderful day and thank you all very much for listening.